Yeah. Big bag, got him big mad. A nigga get into some money in his bitch bag. Jumping out the Rose truck with the temp tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. Ask a nigga in my hood, he gon' set it on stamp.
What's up, y'all? It's B.O.E Entertainment. We back with another episode. As y'all can see, we got a special guest to my left. But first, I want to introduce y'all. We got a new host. We're going to let him introduce himself.
What's good, guys? My name's Trey.
Yeah, man. That's my brother, Trey, 2 times. Whatever y'all want to call him, Lil Trey, all that. But he locked in with us now on B.O.E. But let's get to it. We got our special guest, Silenzio Clothing. You already know. I know y'all been saying it. Flowing a lot through PG County, the DMV area, but we're gonna let him talk, let him introduce himself.
How y'all doing today? My name is Garner Walker. I'm here today with Nigel and Trey. They are gonna interview me about the brand Silenzio. The brand means silent in Italian. It was originally started by my father, you know.
I watch you kind of like take it from one level to the next level. I kind of saw when you first just had really t-shirts when you first came out. I seen a lot of people wearing your t-shirts, but tell me what made you, what gave you the vision to elevate your clothing line to where it's at now?
I just started to take it more serious day by day. You know, I got more serious about it. The t-shirt shop that produces my stuff, they actually gave me a job to work there, so that kind of got my foot more in the door as well. Gotcha. So they showed me how to work the machines and, you know, teaching me more just about clothes in general.
Gotcha. So, I mean, of course, like, every entrepreneur got a certain mindset in which they approach things, how they go about things. I just want to know a few things or a few different things you like to try or different ways you approach things as an entrepreneur, just looking at how you want to elevate yourself.
How I elevate myself? I say an entrepreneur is someone that has to be constantly growing, constantly improving on their craft. Like, you want to get good at what you do. So how I improve it, what I do, I try to read different books about entrepreneurship, things that can help me, teach me about money, business, you know, how to market, different types of things about business. That's how I try to improve.
How long have you been in the clothing line business?
Well, I only been doing it for about 1.5 years now.
What made you want to start doing it?
What made me start doing it was I seen that the line had potential. I seen that it had potential, and I knew if I take it seriously that I can go far with it.
Also, I want to know, like, what up and coming do you have coming out?
Right now I'm working on my spring and summer collection. That's why that's in the mix right now, but that's about it right now.
Let's talk about this bag you got.
This is just a prop that I had in a photo shoot. I just wanted to, I carry this around, put, you know, my hoodies and stuff on it. My on the go, might put my workout stuff in it. You know, it's just a prop.
Alright, let's talk about your slow days. I'm sure some days where it's just like everybody be BSing, they saying they gonna get something, they don't get it. What make you like push it, keep going, like don't worry about everybody BSing?
What motivates me is like my family, for real. My family. That's what keeps me motivated. And of course it is slow days, things do get hard. Things definitely do get hard. It's just how you respond to it. How you respond to it, how you gonna adapt when things do get hard. Because everything don't go as planned all the time. Nothing goes as planned all the time, so.
Most definitely. So, like, when you say that, how things don't go as planned all the time and you gotta push through, and what you use as your motivation, like you said, your family is definitely your motivation. So, as an entrepreneur, like, I know it's not only you bump into problems as far as, like, just slow days or lack of motivation, but when you bump into, like, problems as far as like money, or you got people that's not doing what they supposed to do, or you're trying to get something done and you got people that's, you know,
they don't be moving as
fast as you want them to. Like, how do you deal with stuff like that as an entrepreneur? Because I know you want to keep things moving at a certain pace.
Right. When things don't go good, I just try to stay calm as possible, because I know everything is not in my control all the time. I just try to stay calm as possible when things don't go wrong, and like I said, I just try to respond the best way possible. I try not to get too worried about it if things don't go wrong, because sometimes you're going to fail, and that's what I learned. You can't be scared to fail in this business.
Most definitely.
You're going to fail.
And let's talk about your community work. Is there anything in the community work you doing?
Yes, I give back to the homeless, you know, That was one thing that I did for the community.
Yeah, so that was
Thanksgiving, Christmas, I gave back toys at the hospital. So I definitely make sure I play my part in the community.
So when you talk about giving back to the community, just as an entrepreneur, as a hustler, as a person that who wants to motivate people, how do you feel like you look at, like, you see rappers, you see other people that got brands, clothing lines, and things like that, and they may not ever go back to the community and do nothing.
Right.
Like, what's other things you want to do? The bigger you get, the more money you make. What's other things you want to do? Like, for the just coming back to the community, just stuff.
Coming back to the community, I would like to teach a class. Cause not also, like, I dropped out of college for this.
Right.
Like, I'm putting my
You
all
know
in
me.
we went to school together,
Right.
so I dropped out of school for this. So I want to be able to teach young African American men, like, they can really, start a t-shirt business. I want to be able to teach a class, host a class to show them how would they go about running a t-shirt business, and just show them the ins and outs of the business on how can they get started, what would you have to do, things like that. So that's one thing that I have in mind in the future.
Most definitely a good idea. And, like, another thing, I want to know what you think about linking up with other people. Like, you see other brands out here. I know as far as collabs, you said you don't got nothing coming up, but as far as, like, just linking up with other people to do business, like pop-ups and things like that.
Like I said, I love linking up with other people because you can't win by yourself out here.
Right.
You can't win by yourself. You have to, give other people exposure, give other people opportunity, and yeah.
That's what you
So, G, let's talk about this coat you got on, bro.
Yeah, show them the coat.
Show that.
Turn around, let them see the coat one time.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
This
It's a
is
reflective jacket right here.
The 3M.
It's a reflective jacket. It was available in lime green, orange. It came with a reflective ski mask to match every color. I have black and orange in the ski mask.
So you got the little Kodak thing going on. He was, I hope so.
So yeah, man.
But these jackets, man, this is a limited edition drop. I thought about it the day before my pop-up shop. And I just was thinking, like, man, if I match this up, then I had found the ski mask that reflect. And I just started thinking, brainstorming, and then that's how it just came about. I did a shoot real quick, and then it ended up blowing up on social media for real.
So you said Silenzio, which is silence in Spanish, silence in Italian, silence in Italian. So when you say what your brand mean, what exactly are you trying to represent or build by pushing your brand out? Like, what is it that your brand represents?
It's a message for the streets. But I want the brand to be able to express itself in many different ways. Like I said, I have a number of designs that expresses itself different. I want all types of people to be able to wear the clothing line, not just street people. I want diversity of people. That's why I have a lot of different designs.
Got it. Most definitely.
Okay, I want a last question for you. Where do you see yourself in about 5 to 10 years with this brand?
I would see myself maybe having a store. I'll be more worldwide. Might have a couple stores out of town. Maybe do some New York fashion shows, things like that. More publicity.
Alright, it's B.O.E Entertainment. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick break. We here with Silenzio Clothing, as you already know. We're going to check back in.
We're back again with Silenzio Clothing. G, I want to know, we used to hoop back in the day together, AAU on the AAU circuit, DC Blue Devils. What happened? Why you stopped?
I mean, when I got to high school, I stopped playing basketball. My 9th grade year, I got cut from the JV team. And then that's when my father had just got locked up, so I just wasn't focused no more on basketball. I was just, my mind was somewhere different. So that's when I had lost my basketball dreams, you can say.
Now, do you want to reach back out to the basketball community and start like
that's good you asked that question, because actually, like, when I get older, I would love to start like an AAU team, travel, different tournaments, Team Silenzio. Team Silenzio. Yeah, I definitely love to start my own AAU team or something.
I seen Silenzio. I seen a few celebrities wearing Silenzio, so let's talk about that. Like, I seen Splurge had it on. So
Money Ma had it on too.
Money Ma. Yeah. When you see stuff like that happening, like, how does that feel? Like, how do you feel like when you see stuff like that happen?
It's a good feeling because, you know, I know where I started from, but I know I still got more work to do, but it's definitely a good feeling. It's really a good feeling, you know, when I'm out, maybe at a restaurant or something, that I might walk in and see somebody with a hoodie on. Like, that's a real good feeling. It let me know that I'm working.
Most definitely.
All right, so G, on a day-to-day basis, what is your routine? Not your routine, but like what is the goal for Silenzio every day?
The goal for Silenzio every day, I want to be constantly improving. Like I said, I want to be constantly improving, constantly getting better at what I do. I want to be the best at what I do. So when I wake up, I probably read a little bit. I go to the shirt shop every day. I'm there from probably about 11 to 4. After I leave Monday through Thursday, I go work out with my trainer. And then Friday, every day I'm pretty much at the shirt shop. But I'm constantly just reading, trying to grow. Just trying to grow more as a person and in business. That's constantly what I'm trying to do every day.
Now, Silenzio, is that a one-man team or you got a
team?
I
got a team. I got my cousin, my god brother. Yeah, I definitely got a team.
Yeah, because you and Jose, y'all used to talk that back in high school with a little pig land.
Yeah.
Definitely up.
And Silenzio clothing, like, for me saying you where you at right now, this is just me telling you outside of what we doing right now, like, watching you from being around you on a personal level. Like, I most definitely saw you grow as a person just from when we was in school, and you would tell me all these things, and to see you doing it now is most definitely, like, it's not just motivation to yourself. I want to let you know it's motivation to a person like me that got goals and aspirations to do things. So it's good to see you do stuff like that. And when you start to do stuff like that, do you feel like you know how a lot of these celebrities or rappers or big time people become role models of children? What's your view on that? Like, do you feel like you want to be a role model to the youth?
Yeah, I definitely want to be a role model to the youth. Not just, I want to be a role model to even somebody my age.
Right.
The youth or somebody my age. I might get help somebody older, like you just said. I definitely want to be a role model and set a good example for the youth. And have somebody that they can look at and, you know, modernize and
show them.
Set a good example.
Pretty much just show them you could do something, like you can get rich.
Do something big. And that's how I feel now, because I'm also feel like now, like, even though where I'm at today, I still feel like I got stuff to prove to people. And I know that people are looking up to me, so it makes me work even harder.
Right. You'll hear a lot of people say, like, oh, I want this, I want that. But I can definitely say, like, watching you, everything you said you want, you definitely put in the work behind it. You just say, I want this, I want that. And, like, it's something I really do want to talk about. Like, we're going to get a little personal real quick, but it's something I really want to talk about. Like, I've been watching my man. This is something just to motivate the everyday hustler, anybody out here that's hustling, doing things. I've been watching this man right here, and y'all see how big his brand got. I watched this man build his brand without having his own vehicle to get to and from. I've watched him have pop-up shops, make new clothing line, make new designs, do whatever he had to do throughout all that. So most definitely that's just motivation in itself for me, because I was just talking to my man the other day. I'm like, man, I watch a dude go hustle and go get it, you know what I'm saying? And he still go get it, no matter his circumstances or whatever, he still go get it. And that's much respect right there, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, bro, because it's like, I don't have no choice but to go get it, bro.
Right.
I'm telling you, I don't have no choice but to go get it, bro. I got my family, my mother, my brother, you know. I gotta look out for them. I gotta take care of them. So it's like, I can't let them down at the same time.
Handle your business, most definitely.
I can't let them down. I can't let myself down. So like I said, my family is they really keep me motivated. They keep me motivated to the T.
And that's good to hear from an entrepreneur, because you see a lot of business owners that's just money motivated. So when the money don't become a factor, you'll see them turn into a whole different individual.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everything is not just about money. That's what people gotta understand in this business. You're not gonna start off just making a lot of money. Like, people don't know about how much stuff I had to give out just because I wanted my brand to stay trending. I wanted certain people to have it. Like, I didn't gave out so much. It's not just about it. Like I said, it take money to make money. It take money to make money, and you gotta give You gotta give. You gotta give.
In order to receive, you gotta give.
You gotta give.
And to me, when you talk about how you just give people stuff, to me, I look at that as investing in yourself.
Right.
Really, how you probably was looking at like, oh, I'm giving this away, but at the same time, just free promo. Cause this person gonna wear my clothes,
Right.
play different places, and that's gonna have different eyes on it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I had you jumping out Howard County at work. Hey, like, what's that? What's that?
Howard County, my man.
County,
Definitely
baby.
making moves. So whatever. Oh, I definitely be seeing you be having the pop-ups on college campuses. So let's talk about your experience with that. I know you had a pop-up about VSU a few times.
Yeah, Lincoln. VSU. I'm plugged in right there because my God, bro, he go there. So he always give me like the events and stuff that go on right there. Morgan, Hampton.
Bowie, you stay up.
Bowie State, yeah, Bowie State.
That's
I
where
definitely,
that's
where it
I took
started,
care of my
man.
business there. I definitely took care of my
Bowie
business there.
State, most definitely. So let's talk about your experiences though on the campuses. Like when you go to different, like Virginia, even though Virginia's in the DMV, it's a different state where a lot, like in Maryland or DC, you got a lot of people that may have seen Silenzio more than a Virginia
Right,
person
and
may have seen it.
Yeah, and I love going to different places because you get to see like how different people react to it. Like different people from different states. Like up there, it's a lot of New York people, a lot of Cali people. No, like you'd be surprised. Like it's people from everywhere that really like Silenzio. They're like,
Right.
damn, bro, your designs are just so unique. It's just different.
Right.
It's just different. So that definitely makes me feel good. Like hearing people from different states mess with the brand as well.
Now, you have any kids clothing line coming out?
Not a kids clothing line, but I'm going to produce like kids designs and start selling even some of the same designs just on kids sizes.
Yeah, I need something like that for little brown sis.
Yeah, definitely,
Most definitely.
definitely. By the summertime, we're going to have a lot of kids shirts, hats.
So summertime.
So what's the next release day? Is it any day you got?
Nah, I don't have a particular like a set date that I'm going to drop it, but just stay tuned. I'm also working on the Jane collection.
Figured
So
that.
that's going to be my first Jane collection that I drop. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty special.
Now, are you taking it into like the big baller brand and start making your own shoes? Think about that.
Like I said, you gotta be plugged in to do stuff like that. So if that ever comes across my way and I have the opportunity to do it, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Do I have any shoe connections right now? No. But if I come across some,
Reach out.
definitely.
So pretty much,
Definitely.
Silenzio as a brand, like based off the way you talking, Silenzio as a brand, you're willing to take it to any level. Like you see no
Yeah,
limit.
Like I said, I'm willing to go to the furthest extent. Like I
Feed the
said,
family.
yeah, I hustle to my furthest extent. Like I
24/7.
go all the way there. I take it all the way there.
Like, what mind did you approach the business with? I know you approached it with an entrepreneur mind, but as a hustler, when you first started doing this, did you realize like compared to a regular job, how do you feel about doing this compared to a regular job? Do you feel like if you worked a regular job, you would put as much effort into it versus what you put into this?
No. That's why I never got a job. Even the hard times, even the rough times, I never got a job because it's like I want to stay committed to what I'm doing. I know I'm passionate about what I'm doing. There's nothing wrong with having a job. If you have a job and you take that money to invest in your brand, but me, I'm just not the worker type of guy. I don't have that type of mentality. I just don't have that type of mentality. I want to be the CEO of the company. I don't want to work for anyone.
For the company.
Yeah, I don't want to work for anyone.
Man, I can definitely say, like I was saying before, watching you grow has definitely been an experience. I could say it's motivated me. With Silenzio, it's like I've seen people like what you wanted to represent. I've seen the message you put out, which is a street message. Also, I heard something you said earlier that caught my attention when you were like, that's not the only message you want to send. So what other messages do you think like people can interpret it as?
That's a good question. This design right here, you never know who's who. Even though it's a red face on the side of it,
Gotcha.
someone else
too, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Someone else can look at this shirt and say, just like it, just because you never know who's who. they might don't even look at the street message of it. That's why I said you can it depends. Everybody's gonna look at it differently.
Right.
That's why I said, yeah. Everybody's gonna look at it differently. Like I said, that design right there, you wouldn't necessarily look at that design and say, oh, that's street, or like, it's just, you never know who's who.
I can say that about this because you'll say 3 things you hate. Like, I seen, this is something funny. I wore this to church. I lie to you not. I wore this hoodie to church one time. I had a lady look at it. It's an older lady. She looked, I like that. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't even know what's really been said. But then I took a step back and I looked at it. I'm like, oh, she looking at, she see a rat, she see a pig, and she see a snake. She probably like, oh, I don't like them animals. I don't eat pork. I don't like
right. Or like a snake.
So like, 3 things she hates. Like,
or you can look like a snake is like
KD.
somebody that. That's
the man said KD.
Or you can look at like somebody that go behind your back. That's a snake.
Most definitely.
And it don't even gotta be like a street message all the time. And then one other thing in this design, if you pay attention to it, it has every color of the police lights.
Oh,
it should fade it.
It has every color, yes, every color of the police lights though. Red, gray, and white.
I
So
never
you can
peeped
look
that.
at it.
So
Yeah, like that's a little thing that people don't peep. I be had to explain it to people.
And that's what you really meant to put out. Like that was something you really thought.
No, that's just the way that you can look at the
Interpreted
design. Interpreted it. That's the way you can look at the design. Like I said, it's different messages. It's different messages.
Man.
Hey,
Alright.
Anybody you want to shout out?
While you up here, B.O., I know you on here on B.O.E. We definitely excited to have you on B.O.E. though.
Man, shout out to KDF Printing, my shirt shop. I want to thank them for putting me in this position where I'm in today, because without them, you know, I don't know where I would be. So I definitely want to shout them out. And I want to shout out to my team, you know, they played a big role on getting where the brand is at today. So I want to thank you for the help that I had, you know, all of my promoters, anyone that ever promoted for Silenzio, I thank them. That's about it.
That's Lil Trey. We back again with Silenzio Clothing. G, what's the website link and your socials that they can reach out to you for?
The website is www.grindhouseofpearl.com with an E at the end of grind, GRINDE, houseofpearl.com. That's for the site you can get all the merchandise at.
And your social media.
On my Instagram is Silenzio Clothing _ and my Twitter is Silenzio Pearl _.
Alright, man, y'all already know your host. We gone with this episode, but you know your host. Y'all can get up with me on all the socials at Lil_Nigel.
Mine on Twitter is YoTrey, Yo 3 O's _TRE. Instagram _LIL TRE 2X, Lil Trey 2 times.
You see your mad thing, especially had to spell it out for y'all.
You did.
New host on B.O.E. Y'all gotta get used to him, but we'll get up with y'all later. See y'all later.
Bitches in that pussy taste like caviar. I done gave these niggas everything and that was from the heart. Rolly chain every car, all it did was let me scar. Heard my dog talk behind my back and I'm like, let him talk. I won't say his name, but he gon' feel his shit in every bar. Feel his shit in all my verses, was really worth it. Cut the grass and all the snakes gon' surface. Nobody